Just want to check if she's around. I think she is. Yes, I can see. Okay, I'm going to take you off your spotlight. So as we continue our journey through today's inspiring sessions, it's my pleasure to introduce one of our esteemed members at its survey and speaker, Masooma Elahi, co-founder of Rudo Wealth. Masooma and her team at Rudo Wealth are on a mission to revolutionize wealth management, making it accessible and affordable for everyone. With a focus on cultivating sustainable wealth and achieving financial independence, Rudo Wealth empowers individuals to take full control of their financial futures. Masooma brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table. She holds many prestigious certifications and degrees in human resources from XLRI Jamshedpur, she's a graduate from there, and digital marketing from Emeritus in collaboration with MIT and Columbia Business School. Her expertise in finance and HR add depth to her insights, making her a valuable asset to our event and an amazing speaker. Please join me in welcoming Masooma Elahi to the panel, to Zoom. Let's make the most of this incredible opportunity. And over to you, Masooma.
Thank you, Armin. Thank you so much. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, my dear. I'm just, could you switch on your camera, please?
My camera is on.
Yes, amazing.
Thank you, Armin. Thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining this session. And before we jump directly to our topic, I just want to ask one question to everyone. Who wants to live life on their own terms and conditions and make decisions without worrying much about the future? All of us, right? But how are we going to get there? Only when we know how to manage our money effectively. And that's what we are going to discuss today, the financial empowerment and independence for women. So first of all, let's understand what is financial empowerment. It's all about how you manage your money. And for that, one must have the right set of knowledge and skills. Now, why it is important? Because this is going to help us to gain confidence in making good money choices and money decisions. Now, this is a complete process and it may sound very overwhelming. But trust me, this process, it starts with financial empowerment, leads to financial wellness, and finally, with this, you attain financial independence. And this demands only one thing: start and remain consistent. That's all. Now, how to embark this journey? First of all, we need to build relationship with money. Now, it is not just about numbers. It is a whole set of emotions. We need to understand our personal and family beliefs about money, recognize the pattern of financial behavior, financial habits, what triggers us in decision making. And all of these are going to help us in laying the foundation for financial empowerment. Now, let's take an example and let's understand. Let's say we step into a shopping mall and our favorite brand is promoting buy to get to offer. What happens? We get triggered and immediately we make the decision to visit the store. And next we all know what happens. We just come out with bags out of that particular shop. Now, this is called impulsive spending behavior. Now, it is good or bad, need or want. You need to sit and analyze. And that's how we decode our behavior towards money. And this is a kind of practice is going to help us to build relationship with money. Now, the next important thing is seeking knowledge. Nowadays, online, we get a lot of resources like ebooks, podcasts, webinars, blogs, articles, etc., etc. But I believe for most of the thing, our first institution is our home. Speak to your parents, understand how they used to manage money, deal with any financial emergencies, challenges, what was their budgeting style. Now, why I'm telling this? Because when I was small, I remember my mother every night before hitting the bed, she used to write something in a small notebook. And at the start of every month, she used to put some amount of money into a small envelopes. I used to see, like, she used to write some titles on those envelopes, like Milkman, Laundry. Much later in my life, I realized her small diary was actually her spending tracker. And those envelopes were part of her envelope budgeting. And I think all of us will remember, like, we used to have a small piggy bank and we used to put all the spare change into that, right? That was actually emergency fund. So I believe these are the real time learnings, what we can learn from our parents regarding money. Now we have understood like how to build a relationship with money, seek some knowledge, gain some good information. Now what we will do next is we should apply it in a real life. And when we will apply these things, that time we will understand what is wrong and what is right. And 200% we are going to make mistakes. Now we need to sit and analyze, we need to learn from those mistakes, and we have to come with an optimal solution why this mistake happened and what I should do next so that I will not make repeat this mistake again. So this is how we will learn from our own mistake. Now next is, now imagine we are planning for a holiday and we have not yet decided our destination. What will happen? We will reach nowhere, right? So similarly, in finance, it is very important to create a plan, a clear financial roadmap, which is also called as financial planning. So financial planning is a blueprint of your short-term, mid-term, and long-term goal. For this, you can use SMART goal framework. Now, what is SMART goal framework? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Now, let's take an example and understand. I want to take up a 1 year course with London Business School. I'm very specific about it. Next is measurable. How much money I need for this particular course? It's measurable. Achievable. Based on my present income and expenditure, can I manage to afford this fee? Is it achievable or not achievable? Next is relevant, R. What is that I'm going to achieve from this course? Definitely some knowledge. This course is going to help me to get a promotion in my organization, with which I can see an increase in my income. So it is very relevant to my goal. Time bound. When exactly I need this money? Today, if we are sitting in the month of May and my course is starting in the month of September. So I know in September I need this much of money. How is the payment cycle going? This is a 1 year course. Do I need to pay it in one shot, or every quarter I need to pay this money? So this is very clear. So this is what we call SMART goal framework. Next is, now when we are clear with a financial roadmap, what we need? We need to make our money work for these goals. Start regular saving and investing. Every month, save and invest at least 5 to 10% of your income. And this is how you will start your investment journey. Make right investment decisions based on your risk appetite. How you can optimize your investments well. You need to analyze all these things. And this is the point where many of us fails due to lack of time, right knowledge, living paycheck to paycheck. And that's where we chip in, Rudo Wealth. Myself, Masooma Elahi, I'm the co-founder of Rudo Wealth. We provide financial advice and support, stand by our clients through their ups and downs to help them achieve financial independence. If you feel that you need to seek an advice from your investment advisor, do it. but please start your investment journey. Now, next is when you find yourself managing your money effectively, saving and investing wisely, keeping track of expenses, handling your debt, that means you have achieved financial wellness. And continuing on this path will guide you towards financial independence. But what does that mean? It means living on your own terms, pursuing passions freely, and making decisions without worrying much about the future. Especially for women, financial independence grants the power to make bold life choices. This could mean leaving a job with a gender biased work environment, existing a toxic relationship, or even taking a sabbatical. Essentially, financial independence is about having the freedom to make these significant decisions in life. I stop here. And before I end, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Armin. And thank you, Armin, for giving me this platform. And this is my first ever webinar, and it happened only because Armin has supported me. She has pushed me for this. Thank you, Armin.
You're most welcome, Masooma. I just want to share with everyone, Masooma is underselling herself and her, and the ability of, what she's done, whatever she's launched, the entire business that she's launched. It's just phenomenal. Much respect, much admiration to you, Masooma. Thank you so much. We'll just open it now to questions. Namita has raised her hand. Namita?
Thank you, Armin. Masooma, that was a brilliant session. And I would totally agree with Armin when she's saying you're undermining yourself. One valid point that, I had in mind and I missed, and so I thought I would like to share after Masooma shared about financial independence. Many a times, when wanting to take up a career or do something, women just jump into it and without realizing that, what am I going to earn versus what will I have to spend to manage my day-to-day needs, which we spoke about, like in terms of childcare, in terms of adding on extra house help, in terms of, the whole commute, everything. So that's a very valid point when you talk about financial health. And that's just, came to my mind that it's something that we must share and make them aware of. So always writing down the pro-con list helps. And yes, thank you, Armin.
You're welcome. I think I've had this conversation with some of the people I've chosen to hire or not at many levels, at many different stages of life, of the journey of It's Her Way and before and after as well, is that, yes, you're ready to, join somewhere. Are you sure you're going to be able to manage your time, your life, your money, and everything else? Because it might just be that you have the income or the salary expectation is much smaller compared to what you want, and the salary might give you a little bit of sustenance, but it might not survive or suffice for your entire expenditures that you have to compensate for. So it's always better to kind of see where you want to balance. And today, post 2020, post COVID era, you always have so many more options to earn money, to invest money, as well as to spend wisely, spend in a saving mindset. So take up all of these things to your benefit, to your use, and then decide if you actually are going to make a lot of difference in your career by taking that job opportunity, or if you'd want to become self-employed for some, in the same skill set, and then do something of your own. I really believe that career does not stop with your job, and it will never. If you have the drive in you, you will continue doing whatever you want to do. And it can be a pivot, or it can be something in the same line of your work, and you'll still be able to make it, right? So that was a little bit for me. I have one more hand raised. Samar, please unmute yourself. She has a question. Samar?
Hi. Yes, hello. Can you hear me? Thank you, Masooma, for the great presentation. It was very
Thank you so
insightful.
much. Thank you.
As a business owner, I try to gain as much as I can from all the talks that I hear and the advice that I hear. But my question to you is, when do you know that you need proper financial advice from a professional? Because we try to do everything on our own, everything, but at the end, we are not financial experts. So at what point through your career, you know that you have to really seek professionally financial advice?
Thank you so much for asking that question. And I think during my presentation, I mentioned one thing. While we end up building a relationship with money, we understand, we start managing it. But when it comes to investment, especially when our short term, mid term, and long term goals are clear, you know, all of us are very busy. As you said, you are a business owner. Certainly, there is a lack of time. Certainly, there is a lack of knowledge. How to manage, how to invest, like optimize your money. That is a point when you feel that no, you're not able to manage it all your own. That is a point when you need to seek advice from your investment advisor. And I'm mentioning investment advisor, who will understand what exactly is your need, understanding, sitting and discussing with you what are your short term goals, what are your mid term goals, what are your long term goals. When I say short term goals are basically things what you want to achieve between a duration of 2 to 3 years, midterms 3 to 5 years, and long term goals are like your retirement. That is the most
Okay, so
important.
okay. So the expertise come for the investment part
Yes, yes.
when you want to invest. Okay, thank you, Masooma.
Thank you.
Maybe I should contact you soon then.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
You're
you
most
so much.
welcome.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I mean, since it's a career day, I believe a lot of young aspiring, professionals, if they're hearing us, one thing I want to tell them, see, all of us wants to become millionaire.
Yeah.
And millionaire doesn't mean that it will only come, you earn and you invest and you become millionaire. We believe there are three important aspects where you need to invest. The very first thing is invest in skills. It is very important that time and time you need to upgrade your skills. You need to match with this evolving world. Now and then we can see like the world is changing. This is the first thing. Second thing is invest in experience. And one of the best thing is networking. Meet with different kind of people, talk to them, understand. The same thing what we are holding, when I speak to you on that particular topic, I will get a different kind of perspective. The whole narrative will change. So it is very important. Invest in experience. There are businesses which are built out of experience.
True.
Last is invest in the market. When you start earning from the very day one, start saving. Start with small.
Yes.
At least 2%, at least 5%, whatever you are earning. Save and invest it. These are the three ways which will help you to become a millionaire.
Yeah. The value of compounding, right? As they say it.
That's the eighth magic.
Yes.
Eighth wonder of this world.
The eighth wonder of the world, compounding. Compounding means your interest and your gains keep compounding year on year. So even if you've invested 2%, over the next year, it will become 2% plus the interest or the
Yes.
benefit or the profit that you earned from it. So it's always going to be more and more and more. So it's not going to remain 2%. It's going to increase. But at the end of the day, the value of compounding is very, very important to understand and imbibe as young entrepreneurs, young professionals as well. So imagine if you start saving, just in a savings plan, any kind of savings plan, in the initial years of your career with 2% or 5% kept aside, by the time you're, let's say, in your mid-career level, you'll already have a good savings, isn't it, Masooma? Do you want to add to that?
Absolutely, Arpit. And to experience compounding, one has to remain consistent in their investment journey and give time. This is not something, which you can just fasten the process. It is very organic process. Now, for example, Warren Buffett, we like in the world of financial, we call him father of investment.
Yes.
Warren Buffett has started his investment journey at the age of 10.
Mhm.
But actually, he has experienced compounding when he was at the age after 50 years old. He experienced that compounding, and that was the period when he has seen a big, massive change in his investment numbers. So it takes time. But
Yeah.
yes, definitely, it is a eighth
It's
wonder
one
of
of-
the
Thank you, Masooma. We have one question. Chika. Chika has raised her hand. Chika, would you want to unmute yourself, please?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Masooma, for
Thank you, Chika.
everything that you said. My question comes from the perspective of having a good saving plan in effect. What I want to know is how do you evaluate on what to invest in if you do not have a financial advisor and you're pretty new to the whole investing scene? How do you evaluate what to start with?
Thank you for asking this question, Chika. In fact, I wanted to tell Armin that this financial empowerment is a very broad umbrella, and it has many pockets. And we need good time to explain each and everything, like budgeting, like the basic of investment. We need at least good time to cover all the topics with that. And Chika is coming from there only. The best thing to start your investment journey is start with index fund, ETFs. This is very low cost and easy and simple to understand. You can at least start your journey with this.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Saida has a question.
Hello, all. First of all, it was great attending this session, and like I have really got insight into a lot of things, especially related to finance and career in general. So, I basically am doing my master's in data science from Middlesex University, Dubai here, and now I see that the main agenda of today's Zoom meet was Women's Career Day, right? And also, I see this as a great platform, as already mentioned in the session description, for a valuable networking opportunity. So I am looking out for an internship opportunity here in Dubai because my master's is almost complete, as in like I'm done with the studies part. It's only the thesis work that's pending. So I'm looking out, actively for some internship opportunity that would come my way. So I just wanted some light to be thrown on, how to, what would be the best route to follow to get an internship here in Dubai. And because I see that, like, here, not just for jobs, even for internships, they look out for referrals. So,
Sure. So if I may, Masooma, can I jump in?
Yes, please.
So, Saida, thank you so much for attending, and it's great that you're on your journey of learning and continuous learning. It will always help. What I personally recommend is, first and foremost, since you now are attending these sessions will go on up until Thursday, and Friday will be the in-person networking from 1:30 p.m. up until 6 p.m. I've just sent over in the chat a link to update your CV. There are quite a few positions open that we have on our records through our partners. We will match them. And if your profile matches the job description, your CV will directly go into the hands of the recruiter. And hopefully you'll get a call back. So I've just popped.
perfect. That
You're
sounds so good.
Great. I've just popped in once again the link to submit and upload your CV in the chat of this session. And yeah, feel free to fill it in, submit your CV, and we'll come back to you on that.
Thank you
Any
so
last
much, Armin.
You're most welcome. Any last questions? I see a few people have joined back again. Welcome back. We're going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes. Any parting thoughts from you, Masooma?
Those who have started their investment journey, please continue with it. Those who have not, please start. Start with small, but start. That's what I want to say. And in the meantime, if you want to seek any information, any kind of thing, you can connect with me over LinkedIn, and you can always share a message with me. Thank you.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. UAE time. I see some from other time zones as well. Namita has a message. She just sent something. I'll just read it out before I conclude. Dear girls, do a career mind map when you build your CV. Do align it to your short-term and long-term goals. Okay, that sounds good. And that can actually be done on both sides, right? The career mind map parallel to your financial goals and financial mind map, or financial.
Exactly. When Namita was speaking, I was like feeling like financial planning is so much aligned to what Namita was telling. It was very
Yeah.
much aligned.
Because it's
Yes,
all about, yeah.
the two topics are absolutely deeply integrated, right?
Yes.
Because like
Yes.
I said, though we say career is just living, to make a living, it's also the living, making a living that defines how you live.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much, ladies. Thank you very much, attendees, delegates, for doing this. It's been a great 1.5, almost 2 hours now. We will see you tomorrow at the same time. The links for the attendees and the delegates have already been shared. So just get onto the link and join the session tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. Tomorrow's session is going to be a panel discussion by 3 women who are career experts, guidance experts, especially when it comes to talking about that break in your career and how can you manage that. So there's Kavita, there is Lindsay, and there is Shazia who are going to join us tomorrow. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you all, and thank you, Armin. Once again, a very happy evening to everyone.